say. So apparently the ATM inside of the laundromat over here don't work no more because these assholes keep turning the Wi-Fi off on me. So since for everybody that don't know, often when the ATM is hooked up, it has to be hooked up to the Wi-Fi. The problem with this is if you keep turning the Wi-Fi on and off, the ATM can't keep getting the signal. Because you have to, every time you turn the ATM off, you have to then readjust it to get back to the Wi-Fi. So these niggas, if, unless they need to hire a nigga to be here every morning to reconnect the ATM to the Wi-Fi, or they just gonna just keep screwing themselves over trying to screw me over. Glory be to God. I don't know. Glory be to God, fam. I keep trying to. How often do we see people get screwed up and they mess their own shit up because they trying to do some weirdo shit to me? Glory be to God. Shout out to Iris. How you doing this morning? Everybody, roll call. Where y'all from? Pull up. I want to say what's up to everybody. So, glory be to God, fam. And mind you, these same people that do weirdo shit and then bad stuff happens to them, they then blame me. Like I did something. I didn't do anything. Anyway, let's get to this Diddy shit. I want to say a couple of things real quick. They said that Diddy... So, okay, let's get to the plane thing real quick. Let's just cover the plane situation, and then we'll get to everything else. So, apparently what happened is everybody was saying that Diddy was trying to escape, and basically what he was doing was he was trying to trick the government because he was on one plane, but he had his plane flying all over the place. So the government was trying to get him. So they was running in his plane, but he wasn't on his plane. He was on a different plane. I heard somebody say something, and I'm going to agree with them. I don't think Diddy ever intended on being on his plane, and I don't think Diddy was trying to make his plane a decoy. I think Diddy just got all of the information that he has against all of these elites that he can use. He put it on the plane and then he flew out the country. That's what I think he did. Morning, my brother. All right, salute. That's what I think he did. I think he flew all of the evidence that he has against other motherfuckers. Okay, so let's back up for a minute. Part of my language. Let's back up for a minute. Did y'all hear what this nigga's name is Little Rod. Did y'all hear what Little Rod said? Little Rod says that Diddy has cameras all over his home. All over his home. And he secretly records everybody that comes to his house. He has cameras in every room. He secretly records every single person that comes to his house. Right? So we already know what kind of business Diddy is on. Diddy is on the... I don't know what to tell you. I don't even know what to call it. A couple of months ago when this first came out, back in November or October when they first spoke about this, that looks really nice. I'm not even going to cap. I'm looking at something. Don't worry about it. So when they first came out with this mess about Diddy or whatever the case is, I lost track. I'm so sorry. One of the things that I had told y'all was that, I'm sorry. I looked at some chick's butt. I lost absolutely. I have no idea what I was going to say next. I was going to say some stuff though. All right. So in any regard, I can't remember the thing that I was going to tell y'all. I'm going to remember at one point and then I'm going to say it then. So basically what happened is Little Rod said that he had video cameras all over his home and people were coming to his home. And then when the people was coming to his home, what he was doing was he was getting them in compromising situations. So you do understand the power that gives Diddy, because now when Diddy needs something done, he don't even got to threaten you. You understand? Also, imagine all the secrets that Diddy knows, because he's audio and video recording everybody that comes to his crib and he invites everybody over. So there's no telling all the secrets that Diddy knows. There's no telling all of the, information that he has acquired. So when he had that plane and people were saying that he was trying to trick the feds or trick Homeland Security. Homeland Security is like the highest, by the way. So when the people was like he was trying to trick the feds or trick Homeland Security, I don't think he was doing that. I think he was just trying to fly information out of the country in order to protect him. And I think that's the reason why they didn't arrest him. I think that reason in itself, that is the reason why Diddy is not arrested and why Diddy is currently free. Because he has information on other people that's allowing for him to bargain. Now, with that being said, Stevie J just recently came out in defense of Diddy. Anyone that comes out in defense of Diddy, I don't trust them. I'm expecting for all of the people that come out and say, Diddy innocent. I'm expecting all of these people to have their names on something and for them to be at some point or another co-defendants. With that being said, Stevie J is a co-defendant. Remember, this is a civil matter. It's not a criminal matter currently. It's a civil matter. Stevie J is listed. Don't worry, we're going to get to it. I'm going to drop a video on it today. I got y'all. Copy? So, just so we could be clear, I already told y'all that this was going to happen. As soon as all of this went down, one thing I need for y'all to say, I want to say something before we go any further. So, Mary J. Blige at one, more than my brother, all right? Mary J. Blige at one point or another is going to come into this. I hope she doesn't because they don't need her. But what he did to Mary J. Blige, what he did to Cassie, and what he did to Kim Porter, it was disgusting. This is a terrible nigga. Yeah, he's just a terrible nigga, fam. What he did to these people was disgusting. There's no question about that. We ain't playing with it. You hear stories, right? I'm not talking about the stories we hear on the internet. I'm talking about you hear stories. You get into conversations with people. You meet people. Y'all be somewhere. Y'all be talking. You going over whatever you going over. Right? You meet people. You talking. You going over whatever you going over. It is what it is. Right? Right? And you hear things because people bring you into their confidence. Now, I've heard a lot about the industry that we never talk about. And the main reason why we never talk about it is because at this point, it's just me telling you what a person said. But whenever information comes out that lends to those ideas, that's generally when I start talking to y'all about this shit. Because if there's no backing, there's no proof, there's no evidence, there's no nothing, it just sounds like I'm gossiping. I don't do that. I know people love to say that I gossip, but I don't gossip, fam. How often have everything that I told y'all come out to be true? How often have I told y'all stuff that was going to happen before it happened? I be telling y'all stuff that's going to happen over like a year, 2 years before it even happened. I be seeing it down the pipeline. A lot of this has to deal with the fact that I have friends, even to this day, that's in the industry that I could call up and I could chat up and I could talk to. To this day, niggas fuck with me, fam. To this day. So I say all that to say this. Every single person that defends Diddy, the only reason why they defending Diddy is because they going down with him. Now, what you have to understand is they're trying to get all of the information that Diddy has on these high execs. They trying to get all of the video footage of Diddy doing weirdo shit. They trying to get, pardon me, not Diddy, that Diddy has about like, because you got to understand, Diddy got congressmen to a degree. Diddy got all of these, the top people of this record label. He got people in movies. He got actors. He got rappers. He got all of these people doing all types of weirdo shit. Do y'all remember when I told y'all if 50 don't fuck with them, I don't fuck with them, fam? I'm going to let y'all know, low-key, not even low-key, high-key, 50 is about one of the realest niggas ever in the history of the industry. They tried to do this nigga so dirty. Do y'all remember when they had those gay fucking rumors trying to come out about 50? And they tried to line 50 up with homegirl that he was dating, Vivica A. Fox. When Vivica A. Fox started talking shit about Diddy, talking about he likes it up the ass and all that other, I mean, not Diddy, 50, and was talking about 50 liking up the ass and all that other weirdo shit. They tried to destroy this nigga name. They tried to destroy this nigga character. They were scared of him because he don't comply. Me and that nigga the same. I don't comply, nigga. I don't comply. I'm not doing what you want me to do because you're going to threaten to destroy my life. You're just going to have to destroy my life, fam. I'm not making any bargains or deals with Satan, period. I'm not on that type of time. Once you tell me you're going to do something bad to me, unless I do what you want me to do, then I'm making a deal with Satan. I'm not making a deal with Satan. I don't want what you have to give me. You have nothing that you can offer me that I can't get from God. That's the way I feel about it. Now, with that being said, you're going to see a lot of people coming out the woodworks like your man Stevie J. They got Cuba Gooding Jr. For everybody that don't know, Cuba, all of this has to deal with the Little Rod lawsuit, by the way. The lawsuit that Little Rod has going on. The nigga said they was on a yacht. So they were in the studio. Part of my spitting. I'm so sorry about that. They was in a yacht. They were on a yacht. And they were in the studio inside of the yacht, right? This is where they was at. They was hanging out. The nigga Diddy went. Check out what Diddy did. The nigga Diddy went and was like already filling up on dude. And, you know, dude is saying he was uncomfortable. I don't even believe him. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. And then he said he left him in the room with, what's this nigga name? He left him in the room with Cuba Gooding Jr. And when he left him in the room with Cuba Gooding Jr., what Cuba Gooding Jr. went and did was Cuba Gooding Jr. was like rubbing on his thighs and all this other shit. I'm from a different day and age, man. If you a whole dude and you try to touch me in my lower back, me and you, we not cool no more. There's nothing you can talk to me about. Like, me and you can't have a conversation. I'm a whole dude. If you trying to touch my thighs and my legs, there's nothing we can talk about. There's no reason for us to have a conversation. I don't need an explanation, fam. I don't need an explanation. There's nothing I want to talk about. I don't want to hear it was an accident. I don't want to hear it was a mistake. I don't want to hear you're not going to do it again. I don't want to hear none of that. First of all, why would you try me like that? I'm taking that as the ultimate disrespect. Period. You a whole dude. I don't care that you gay. That's your business. But why would you try me? I take that as disrespect. Period. So now we don't got nothing to do. And I've worked with gay people. I know gay people. This is not at them. I don't care what the hell you do in your free time. I don't care what you do in your free time. None of that is a concern to mine. Pardon me, I'm so sorry about that. None of that is a concern of mine what you do in your free time. I have no fucking care. But I tell you this much, once you try to do anything at all with me that I'm against, then I'm not gonna deal with you ever again. And if anybody knows me, you should know, once you do me dirty, once you do some weirdo shit to me, me and you is just enemies, man. Period. Like, I don't want to discuss nothing. I don't want to make up. I don't want to figure out. I don't want to nothing. I don't want nothing. So this dude was inside of the studio getting rubbed up on by men, and you didn't immediately quit. I would have immediately quit. First of all, they would have had to call the EMS. To be honest with you, we would have had to dock as soon as possible, because they was either had to kill me or I'm going to try to kill them. I need for you to understand. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I believe in the Lord. I believe in God. I worship God. I believe in going by the statutes that he created. He said that man being with another man is an abomination. I'm not going to stop you from doing what you want to do. But if you a man and you try to sleep with me, that means that you trying to make me removed from heaven in my mind. That means that you don't want me to be loved by God in my mind. So once any man try to cross that line with me, I don't care what you do with your own life.
Thank you.
Morning. Once any man try to do some shit like that to me, I'm taking that as an attack on my everlasting soul. I'm taking that as you want me to go to hell. That's how I'm taking it. Just so we could be clear. Just so we could be clear. That's what I mean by people don't really understand the Bible. They don't really understand what God is saying. If we listen to what God is saying, half of this shit we wouldn't even have no concern. Half of this stuff wouldn't even be a problem. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. We're not here to talk about that. Let's get back to what we're talking about. Diddy and this gay shit. So, as much as I blame Diddy, homeboy got to take some responsibility. Because there's not enough money you could pay me, fam. Morning, my brother. All right. There's not enough money you could pay me, fam. Like, there's not enough money that you could pay me to get me to go against my instincts. I don't care. There's not enough money you could pay me to get me to go against God. There's not enough money you could pay me to be uncomfortable with something that I don't believe in. There just isn't. And I'm standing on that. And I don't care. We love God out here, fam. We don't love whatever that shit is that you talking about. So now, on the low, dude hung out with them. On the low, morning, gentlemen. Good morning, good morning. All right. On the low, dude was hanging out with them after they tried to bang him. So just because of that right there, I don't know if he should even be able to win his damn lawsuit. I don't know if I'd be on homeboy's side. I'm gonna be like, they tried to bang you, fam, and you still hung out with them. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna like, they tried to bang you, fam. Them dudes tried to stick dick in you, and you still hung out with them. Whatever happens to you after that, that's on you. Now, if you had one situation and then the dude threatened to ruin your career if you didn't do this and then you didn't do that, you just got to dub him. You got to bounce and then let your career be ruined and then take the nigga to court. You're not going to... I never want to be close to another man's penis, and I don't want any man to be close to mine. So we're not doing that. You understand? That's the type of time we on, fam. Now, I'm not saying any of that to be hateful towards people in the LGBTQ community. Go do what you want to do. These are my beliefs. I'm actively saying you have a right to believe whatever you want to believe. I don't care. That's between you and whatever the thing is that you pray to or don't pray to. What I'm saying is you don't have a right to tell me what I have the right to believe in. What I'm saying is you don't have a right to tell me how I decide that I want to be able to live my life. Just like I don't have a right to tell you. All I can tell you is what I'm doing. If you want to comply and get down with it, then comply and get down with it. If you don't, I'm cool with that. When you go to heaven or you go to hell, I'm not necessarily going to be with you. Those are decisions that you got to make on your own for you and your family and your loved ones. Stop letting these people... That's another reason... I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. But that's another reason why I got an issue with these schools being able to tell your kid what sex your kid is, what gender your kid could be, and you can't even tell your kid what gender they could be. The damn schools could just convince your kid to be gay, and you got to live with it. We're not doing that. Why are schools convincing and talking kids into repopulating the planet? That's what I want to know. Y'all know who the smartest kids are. Y'all know who the most well-adapted and well-equipped kids are. Why aren't you trying to promote production of the human race? I'm not even talking about heterosexuality at this point. I'm just talking about production of the human race. Why are you not promoting that? I'm just asking. See, when I start talking, people want me to be quiet because I upset people and they want me to feel away because I'm upsetting them. But I don't feel away if I'm upsetting you because I'm saying something that's worth saying. You should be upset. You should be changing your ways if you ask me. You know, do what you want to do, fam. Shout out to Stanley Brown. Good to see you today. Salute. If anybody likes our content, you could always pull up, Cash App, Super Chat, whatever you want to do. Or you could just drop some frost in the chat. I'd appreciate that too. Or you could hit the like button. I'd appreciate all of those things. With that being said, so I want to be clear about this. And there's other things I want to talk about other than Diddy. But I want to be clear about this. I don't know if this dude should be able to win this lawsuit. But I am going to tell you what's going to happen. What's going to happen is Diddy is going to be facing criminal charges. Diddy is They be trying so hard to like do some shit so I could be like, yo, what you doing, fam? So they could then pretend like they tough guys. But I have to not get involved because I'm not that guy don't got nothing to lose. If he go to jail, it's he probably better off for him. So that's how I be looking at niggas. If niggas get locked up, they get a whole 3 meals a day, a cot. So they probably trying to fuck with me so they can try to get locked up because they ain't got nothing better to do with their life. So that's the way I'll be looking at it. In any regard. I don't know yet. I need to hear more. We got a lot to go and we got a lot to talk about today. We're gonna be talking about Prince Harry too. So hold on. So I have a lot that I need for this dude to be able to prove before I could say that there's a civil case that should be won. I think this dude is talking shit about me. He's so mad I'm out here on some white guy. Don't worry, we're not gonna put him on this shit. I'm gonna let him keep talking shit. So just so we could be clear, I don't know yet if Little Rod should be able to win this lawsuit. I don't know. I'm not sold on him being able to win the lawsuit for various different reasons. You can't say that somebody was trying to sexually assault you and then you hung out with them for 2 years still. Like that don't, if that was a woman, if a woman said a nigga tried to rape her and she still went and hung out with that dude, then she got raped, everybody in the world will say it's her fault. I think the same thing applies here for Little Rod. That's all I'm saying. You know for a fact. You know for a fact. You know for a fact. I told you that just, I promise you, these people are doing all of this random stuff just because they see me. So if you couldn't hear what the lady said, but the lady was complaining that I'm in the street on the phone talking. Is that not bananas? She was talking to somebody on the phone and she just complained that I'm in the street talking on the phone while she's in the street talking on the phone. This is bananas, fam. Anyway, let's get back to what we're doing. So I do think that there might be criminal charges brought up, but I don't know if he should be able to win. I just don't know if he should be able to win a civil case, because at the end of the day, that those dudes was trying him. They was doing all of this sexual stuff towards him, and he refused to remove himself from the problem. If you got a rabbit, right, that keeps going inside of the bin where the lions are, and then the lion eats the rabbit, whose fault is it? Is it the rabbit's fault or the lion's fault? The rabbit kept playing with the lions. The lion's chasing the rabbit, trying to eat it. Let's say a gazelle, because he's gonna catch a rabbit. But the lions are chasing the gazelle, trying to eat it, and instead of never coming back, the gazelle decides he wants to hang out where the lions are. Who do you blame, the gazelle or the lion? That's all I'm asking. Who do you blame, the gazelle or the lion? You know the reason why they don't want me outside talking, because they lie to people about who I am. So if I'm outside and I'm talking, people get to hear me, who I am as a person. And it doesn't line up with the lies that they tell about me. So that's why they're always trying to prevent me from being outside talking. Because they lies don't work and people actually get to meet me. Pardon me. I do see criminal charges being brought up on Diddy. I just don't know if this particular lawsuit is gonna win. I don't know if this particular lawsuit should win. Now, I'm gonna explain to you in more terms of what the actual lawsuit is. So basically, Little Rod is saying that Diddy used his resources, his pull, his basic position in celebrityhood or whatever, and the fact that he knew so many people to hold other people's careers down if you didn't go to any of these parties. So if you didn't go to these Diddy parties where they was diddling each other, where they were diddling each other, then Diddy wouldn't just not help you, but allegedly he would do things to fuck your career up. Allegedly, just so we can be clear. So this is what the lawsuit is about. Now, that's why they named Prince Harry. For everybody that don't know, Prince Harry, that's the one that's married to Homegirl, that's the television star. Prince Harry's also named in this complaint, by the way. And the reason why he's not named as an individual that did anything wrong. He's just named as one of the individuals that Diddy uses as one of the individuals. What's up, Nisi? How you doing today? I'm happy to see a lot of y'all back. I haven't seen in a long time. So what Diddy did is Diddy used those good morning.
Good morning.
Diddy used the fact that he has so much influence. You know, he's hanging out with princes and the royals and all of this other and things like that. And he used that position that he had, the influence that he had, in order to kill people's careers or lift demands of Diddy, that Diddy would have destroyed his career and messed him over. Now, before I get any further than that, he's 100% done that to a ton of people. That's one of the reasons why we see Diddy with a lot of one-hit wonders. How many people was coming out as bad boy artists and they had like one hit and then we never heard from them again? And they were the biggest thing at the moment. Like they hit the block, they were the biggest thing. Nothing was bigger than them. And then after that one summer, we don't never hear from them again. Right? How many people did that happen to? That happened to a ton of people. This is why I believe that the criminal case is going to be way more of a problem for Diddy and his family than the civil case. Also, the fourth defendant that I couldn't remember, it's his, hope your foot get well soon. The fourth defendant that I couldn't remember is his son, Justin Combs. That's the fourth one that I couldn't remember. So on the jump off right now is Justin Combs as a defendant. It's Cuba Gooding Jr. Is it Cuba or Cuba? It's Cuba, right? Because I know as an American we say Cuba, but it's not Cuba. Like if you pronounce the word with the dialect and in the way that it's meant, it's Cuba. Anyway, Cuba Gooding Jr., Justin Combs, Diddy, and Stevie J. Those are the four people that are currently defendants. I'm not sure how this is gonna work. I think Cuba Gooding Jr. I don't know what to tell you. That dude has been fighting lawsuits for sexual harassment for like the last 3 and 4 years. It's been majority of them have been women, but there is a dude that made a sexual harassment complaint against him, an SA complaint against him. Also, if you ever look at Cuba Gooding Jr., do you notice like his facial expressions, like he's had strokes?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Cuba Gooding Jr. looked like he's had strokes to me. For everybody that don't know, like how stroke victims sometimes look. Like his face, it's like he has like face paralysis. That's a thing, by the way. I'm not sure what it is though, but it's like he has like face paralysis or something. Go look at Cuba Gooding Jr.'s face now, and then go look at Cuba Gooding Jr.'s face like 6, 7 years ago, 10 years ago. You're gonna see that it's like he can't even control the muscles in his face. All right, you understand what I'm saying? He said I'm a comedian. You can't control you can't control the muscles in his face. You understand what I'm saying? Like there's something going on with Cuba, and the reason why I'm pointing that out is because these niggas be poisoning each other. Did you hear about when they said Jamie Foxx was gonna pass away? All of this makes sense. All of this falls in line. Just listen. Remember when they was talking about Jamie Foxx got poisoned? Who did they say poisoned Jamie Foxx? Anybody remember? They said Diddy poisoned Jamie Foxx, didn't they? That's what they said, right? Who poisoned Jamie Foxx? I mean, we don't know who poisoned Jamie Foxx, and we also don't know if Jamie Foxx was poisoned. We're saying that that's what the rumor was. Diddy poisoned him. How many other people have you heard about that they said Diddy has something to do with their downfall? There's a lot of people. I'm just saying what it is, man. There's a lot of people. See, people don't be putting this shit together. You know what I'm saying? Then when you try to tell them, sometimes people, people on whatever they on. So I could definitely see a criminal case coming at some point because more information is gonna come out, and Diddy is definitely, he's not that guy. He's like, how many one-hit wonders have Diddy had, fam? So allegedly, oh, did y'all hear about the Cat Williams thing? Where Diddy said that if Cat Williams come to one of his parties, he'd give him $50 million? That's what Cat said. Cat might be exaggerating, but I believe that Diddy does pay these people to come to his parties. Remember, he's offering money, he's offering opportunity, he's offering for you to get an advancement in your career. What do you think these people are going back? What do you think these people want? Diddy is offering everything. He's offering an advancement in your career. He's offering opportunities. He's offering money. And people be in a bad spot. Let's just say what it is. People be in a bad spot. And we're not taught to rely on God no more. We're not taught that you have to go through suffering in order to go through, prosperity. We're not taught that, even though that's literally what's in the Bible. Every single person that reached prosperity in the Bible went through a long period of suffering. Read it for yourself. Hold on, brother. Literally in the Bible. But that's not how we're taught, you understand? Right now, they're teaching our children that you could just decide on whether you're a man or a woman. So we got a lot of stuff going on in America. I'm never going to get over that. Give me 1 second. Alright, so we had that whole conversation. This is supposed to be about the electronics. So now finally I can get to Diddy has had his electronics confiscated by the government. Homeland Security. Now, I need to explain to y'all at least my understanding of what Homeland Security actually does. Homeland Security is not like the feds, fam. They're actually kind of higher than the feds. Right? Because remember, they've been given a whole bunch of, privileges to do certain things, especially during the Me Too movement and during the, when they first actually got created because of the, hold on, give me 1 second. When they first actually got created because of the terrorism, right? So Homeland Security, they have powers. I'm not going to say they're bigger than the federal feds, but I'm saying they have powers that the feds don't have. They have the ability to prosecute in ways that the feds don't. Like the feds have the ability to prosecute in ways that the state don't. You understand what I'm saying? So they have ways to prosecute the ways that the feds don't. So you do not want problems with Homeland Security. Also, one of the main things that Homeland Security deals with is trafficking of human beings, right? And not just trafficking of human beings specifically, but trafficking of children. So do you understand what they're really accusing Diddy of? They're not just accusing Diddy of SA against adults. They're accusing Diddy of trafficking children. When you understand that, you take this whole conversation to a different level. Now, what do you think about the people out there defending Diddy? Get it? You get it? I'm gonna say this, and this stands. If 50 Cent don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. If 50 don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. 50 gotta fuck with you in order for me to fuck with you. If 50 don't, like, he don't gotta fuck with you, but he can't not fuck with you. 50 know where all the bodies are buried, and I know that for a fact. Because every time 50 come out and say something, not every time, but often when 50 come out and say something, to me, it be shit that I thought everybody knew. I thought everybody knew that Puff Daddy was messing with children. I thought everybody knew that Puff Daddy was selling his children, basically. I thought everybody knew that. I didn't know that. Everybody didn't know that. I thought that everybody knew that. The same thing with Homegirl. Remember that one chick? What's her name? That everybody was dating. What's this dude's name? I'm trying to think of the father. He's on the talk show. Family Feud. His daughter. What's her name? I can't remember her name. Anyway, these people are just high class, high paid prostitutes. Y'all know that, right? They go around, they sleep with this person, they sleep with that person in order to be able to, advance this person's career, advance that person's career. It's not even over money. Lori Harvey, thank you, No Limit War. We got a lot of day ones in here this morning. Salute. So just so we could be clear, that's what Lori Harvey does. What do you think what do you think Diddy was doing with his twins, fam? This is the family business to them. What do you think Diddy was doing with his twins? This is why I keep trying to tell y'all. People be so busy worrying about shit that don't matter that they just don't pay attention to the shit that matters. I didn't say he was accused. He is being accused. What are you talking about? Hold on. King Cobra wants to start an argument. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm not kicking you. I'm not mad at you or nothing. I'm going to let you state your facts. Let's have a conversation with Mr. King Cobra here for 2 seconds. Give us a minute or two. So, Mr. King Cobra, you said he's not being accused. He's only being investigated. I just want to be clear about this before I shoot this down and show you you're wrong. I just want to make sure we know what you're saying. With all due respect, I appreciate the comment, and I'm happy that you're here today, and I'm not doing any of this or saying any of this to try to make you feel bad. I'm just very happy that you actually made the comment because you're going to allow for me to make another point. What up, Hustle Kelly? You're going to allow for me... What's up, Hustle Kelly Podcast? You're going to allow for me to make another point. So if he's not scared, if King Cobra's still in here, if he's scared and he just ran off, then I'm not going to get into the conversation. I'm going to keep doing what I am doing. But I can 100% tell you how he's accused and how your sentence that you just wrote don't make any sense. Are you still here? Anybody want me to... I'm going to get back to what we're doing, but if anybody wants me to explain how his sentence doesn't make any sense, put it in the chat. Yes, at the moment, yes, supposedly they took the phone at the airport and they let him go, but that's not what they said. You do know that no investigation happens until somebody's accused of something, right? I'm just gonna... Okay, first we're just gonna talk English. This is just regular English, fam. You do know no investigation starts until somebody is accused of something, right? You think that you think that the government is just opening up investigations with no accusations being made? They're just investigating any old random person? Or do you think an accusation was made? And because of the accusation, then they started an investigation. Which one you think happens first? The investigation or the accusation? I'm just asking. I'm not coming for you. I'm pretty sure that was not disrespectful. That's just a regular question. What do you think happens first? It's a will. Whoever lands on it, they investigate. I'm trying to keep it down because I'm inside. It's funny as shit. You really think that they just investigating people without accusations? You think they're investigating people and nobody's accusing anybody of anything? You think that that's legal? Oh man. We're talking civil. We're not talking about anything criminal right now. We're talking civil. I have no idea. Yes, yes, sir. I have no idea. You're just putting words into my mouth. You can't put words into my mouth to make your point. Like, you know that, right? You can't put words into my mouth if you're attempting to make a point. You have to actually make your point based off the things that I said. You do know this, right? Lonnie John says, I was wondering why there's no warrant, but they did the same with Omi Hellcat. Yes, they did. Just went and took devices at first. Okay, so basically, whenever they take your devices, they're looking for a specific thing. They know what they're looking for. They're not just willy-nilly taking your devices and they're hoping. No, they know what they're looking for. 9 times out of 10, they seen what they're looking for. That's my problem. Let me read your statement. Someone is talking. They are investigating. Wait, no, not that statement. Hold on. Someone is talking. They are investigating. Could be criminal or civil. Okay, forget what I said. I just want everybody to listen to this real quick so you can understand. Some people just come in here to argue, and I really don't like to talk to people that want to argue because you can't get nowhere. They just say shit that don't make no sense. So the first thing he said was, don't worry, I'm not going to kick you. He says he's being investigated, not accused. And then you said someone is talking, they're investigating. If someone is talking, then he's being accused of something. So you're saying he's being accused. You're also saying he's not being accused. And you're saying something is my problem. I just want to explain that. You're saying he's being accused. You're also saying he's not being accused. So you're just saying whatever the opposite of what I'm saying is, right? Got you. I'm going to move on to somebody else. I'm not going to kick you at the moment, though. I'm hoping that you don't say something stupid because I don't really want to kick you. But I'm not going to be dealing with this talking out of the both sides of your mouth bullshit. Anyway, so I want to be clear about something. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. When they come and they get your devices, they know what they're looking for. They're not just willy-nilly grabbing your devices and they don't know what they're looking for. They're looking for a specific thing. Now, once again, I said this earlier in the show. Y'all might have missed this. I heard somebody say this, and I'm going to co-sign it. I forgot who I heard say it. It was one of those people like on NBC or Fox or something. I think it was on Fox. And dude said, no, it was a woman. It was on Law and Order Court. There's a channel on YouTube called Law and Order Court. It was on that. And it was a woman speaking. I've seen her speak more than once. I just don't know her name. She was talking to a dude. Anyway, what she said was this. She thinks, and there's other people that also think, that Diddy wasn't trying to trick anybody when he was like acting like he was on one plane, but he was really on the other plane. What he was really doing was flying evidence out of the country, but not evidence to prevent himself from being arrested. He was taking evidence out the country that was evidence of what the big people, the people who really make the world move, the crimes that they had done. Now he's going to try to use this particular evidence to make these niggas get the heck up off of his back. So this was the accusation. This is what she said. And I kind of got to agree with that. And that's why I think that he was pacing, because he had to give them his phones, and that's probably something he didn't want to have to do. But just so we could be clear, his plane flew out of the country, went to Antigua, went to places that there is no deportation. If there's no deportation there, then that there's multiple things that they are in. You understand what I'm saying? So there's no deportation. There's no deportation, so you can't even expect that they're going to try to, go and recover whatever he brought over there. You understand what I'm saying? And just for everybody to be clear, there was also a dude that was arrested. Brandon Paul. Basically, he was the guy that went and he used to get the drugs and the guns for Diddy. So and he used to also play basketball at Syracuse. He's 6'4" guard or some shit like that, some white dude. I'm pretty sure he was doing butt stuff with Diddy. So, like, that's the main, like, Diddy could never, I would never work for Diddy. Like, as soon as I know anyone has to do butt stuff to get a job with you, I would never work for you. I'm not doing butt stuff. I'm not doing penis stuff. I'm not doing any of the stuffs with no dude. I'm not doing butt stuff. I'm not doing penis stuff. I'm doing none of, good morning. I'm doing none of the things. So I want to be clear about this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. We're not talking crazy or nothing. He took. You remember a long time ago with some dude in the industry, and Diddy was like, it don't matter who does it as long as it gets done. Wait, explain what you're talking about. Remember, I just got finished with that one dude that's talking out of both sides of his mouth. It was when Cat Stacks was popping. God dang it. He was laying in Diddy's lap. Nah, these dudes is weirdos, man. These dudes is weirdos. They got too much going on, man. They just got too much going on. Good morning. They just got too much going on. They laying in Diddy's lap. They got too much going on, fam. I don't know what to tell you. They got too much going on. I am not on that type of time. One of the crackheads that's always trying to cause me problems just came through like on like a motorbike thing. So I'm assuming she's on this block trying to convince everybody to do hateful shit to me. I do not know this woman, by the way. I do not know her. I don't know her. I don't know her from Adam. I just moved to the neighborhood and she just popped up and started. I don't know her. I don't know her from Adam. They're just weirdos. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I don't know her from Adam. I be having perfect timing too. Shout out to the Most High. Glory be to God. I be having perfect timing, like with a lot of shit. Like it should be crazy. Anyway, I don't know who you're talking about. If you remember who it is, please tell me. Cat Stacks, that was a long time ago. What y'all gotta understand is I haven't been dealing with Diddy since. Sheesh. I didn't like Diddy anymore when him and Nas worked together. Remember when him and Nas came out with Is That Hate Me Now? I didn't like Diddy since then, and because of the shit that I heard about him. So I've not liked Diddy like forever, just so we could be clear. And after Biggie died, I really didn't fuck with Diddy because I heard that, you know, he was behind that, just so we could be clear. And I heard about that like months after it happened. I heard he was behind that. So yeah, I don't deal with Diddy. I don't fuck with Diddy. Y'all don't notice we don't cover him over here? How much has Diddy been doing? How much has Revolt been doing? Also, he's so Revolt. We're gonna talk about that in 2 seconds. How much has Diddy been doing? How much has Revolt been doing? We never talk about that guy. Only time we talk about that guy is like now. We never talk about none of the things that he do good or allegedly do good. And that's the reason why we don't talk about dude. Because I know what type of time dude is on and I don't fuck with him. Y'all be out here loving these pedophiles, man. I'm just saying what it is. Y'all be loving the pedophiles, man. Y'all don't even know what a pedophile looks like anymore because there's so many perverts out here in the world. So y'all don't even know what a pedophile look like. Y'all just decide y'all don't like a nigga and then say he's one. Y'all don't even know what a pedophile look like. I promise you. I promise you, fam. Y'all don't even know what one look like. I'm about to hit you in the head. You know many of these dudes ain't gay. They just like children. They not gay at all. You do know that, right? Many of these dudes out here that pretend to be gay are not gay. They just like children. It's telling you what it is, man. That's why I think that you just gotta kill them niggas. That's on me though. That's what I think. I think that if you can prove that a dude is on this type of time, has done anything like this, got anything going on, it could be proven without a shadow of a doubt, proven, not an accusation. I think that you have to kill them. I think that they have to be, but that's what the Bible say. Just so we could be clear. One of the worst things you could ever do, the Bible says the worst thing you could do is corrupt a child. So people corrupting child, even if it's a corruption of a different manner, we are supposed to eliminate them from society. You understand? Like any corruption of children. Any corruption. Any corruption. What up, Costa? And for all of y'all that been day ones, y'all know this is the same shit I've always been saying, the same thing I've always been preaching, the same energy I've always been. I have not switched up one iota. Yo, look. So basically, their ATM don't work no more because they keep turning off the Wi-Fi. So the ATM is 9 times out of 10 attached to Wi-Fi. So since they keep turning the Wi-Fi off, the ATM don't work no more. So, cause it can't. That means that every time they do that, the guy gotta come fix it. So I don't know how this is gonna work for these guys. They gonna either have to pay this dude every single day to come in here at some point and reintegrate the damn ATM back to the Wi-Fi, or they just gonna have to leave me the fuck alone. Shout out to the Most High. Glory be to God, fam. Glory be to God. Y'all don't never notice that? People that shit on me or try to do bad to me, bad things usually happens to them. And then they get mad at me like I did something. I didn't do anything. You were doing evil to me, and then something bad happened to you because of the evil you was doing. I didn't do anything. I was minding my business. Anyway, let's get back to what we're talking about. So I want to be clear about this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. I want us to have full cognitive understanding of this. Listen and pay attention. They took his electronic devices because they're looking for something specific. They know what they're looking for, copy. They know what they're looking for, all right? They're looking for something specific. They know what they're looking for. They have 100% idea of what they're looking for. They know what they're looking for. The thing is this. I think Diddy is super smart. I think he's really cautious. And I think whatever they're looking for, they're not going to find. Good morning. Good morning. I don't think they're going to find. And I think whatever they do find, they're not going to be able to use. Because I wouldn't be surprised. Because remember, Diddy has all of these people in compromising situations with children. That's why Homeland Security is involved. You do understand that, right? Homeland Security is involved because children is involved. Remember, sex trafficking is bad enough. Homeland Security gets involved when children are involved. I mean, yeah, they'll get involved in other cases also, but they really, really get involved when children are involved. You understand? Children. Morning. So understand that when Homeland Security gets involved, children is involved. If children is involved and they're trying to get, so that means that he probably got some big wigs. He probably got some big wigs doing some questionable things or doing some horrible things, whichever side of the spectrum you want to associate it with children. And I promise you, if they would have found everything that they wanted, that man would be locked up and be in jail right now. What time is it? I should be getting off right now, but we'll talk for a little while longer. So, and I promise you, they just harass this lady all day. I feel so bad for her sometimes. They just harass her. She don't care though. She a vet. You can tell she raised a whole bunch of kids. She knows how to just annoys me in the background, and she just I'm just doing what I'm doing. You can tell she raised she got a whole family over there she raising. You can tell good people, fam. You can tell good people when you see them. All you got to do is pay attention to their actions. Good people never give in to Satan. I promise you. Never. Good people don't do Satan's bidding. She's not going to do Satan's bidding. She's going to make Satan go do his own bidding. You got to respect that. You got to respect that. Probably a great wife, too, not for nothing. They make the best wives. The ones that don't give in to Satan. Just a whole nother thing. A lot of us get screwed over because we marry women that are easily tricked by Satan. Why do you think fucking OnlyFans is blowing up the way it is? Why do you think there's so many women that don't care about their body count? Like what the fuck? How do you not care about how many people you slept with? I'm not talking about me caring about it. How do you not care? I'm just saying, because it's not my business. I'm not sleeping with you, but you are literally inside of your body. Your body count should matter to you. You shouldn't want a high body count. That don't even make sense. I don't even know why men want to have a high body count other than, conquering, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But shit. Have a blessed day. I don't understand that at all. Oh shit. I don't understand that at all. You talking to a man that ain't never cheated on a woman, fam. So I'm on a different type of time. I'm on a different type of time, fam. And y'all met a couple of my girlfriends that I've dated because they've been in the chat and they confirm that I'm not on that type of time. All right? They pull up every now and then and say what's up. So it's been confirmed. I'm not on that type of time, fam. They be harassing the shit out of Kendra. I feel bad for her. She's so sweet and she's such a nice person. They just be harassing her. I feel bad for her. Let's what part of this y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I want to know what y'all want to discuss about this Diddy thing specifically. I should be ending the show now, to be honest with you, so I could go, and my spot that I usually work in is open. They're about ready for me to come work in there. So I'm ready to go, be honest with you. But I'll chill for a little bit longer. I just want to know what else y'all want me to reiterate. Anything you want to go over? Anything? There's something I was just about to tell you about involving this Diddy shit. This shit is crazy, fam. So they actually interviewed Diddy. Diddy spoke with them. They interviewed him. They spoke with him, and then they let him go. That's a trap. Just so we could be clear, that's a trap. Because they just wanted to get his devices, and they went and they talked to him. So they asked him 9 times out of 10. They asked him a ton of questions, just so they can have something to say that he lied about later. You understand this, right? So when the feds pull up on you, because the feds was there also, when the feds pull up on you, I'm gonna assume Homeland Security works the same. What they're trying to do is they're trying to get you to have strong points on whatever the hell. So then you know, the more you're saying, I'm not guilty, I didn't do the thing, you're lying, yada yada, this and that's over this. The more you do that, the more they have when you actually go to court to say that you lied to the police. You gave a statement. Now, I don't know if Diddy's lawyer was with him, but the best way to give a statement to the police is with your lawyer standing right there and them saying what you can and can't answer, or them literally answering for you. You understand? So it's always a trap. Just like when dude pointed out Omi and the Hellcat. It's always a trap. So what they do is they get you to come to admit to certain things, or they get you basically to confirm certain things. You understand? They get you to confirm certain things, say certain things happened, or say certain things didn't happen. Now, I promise you, these things, they know whether they happened or not. They're not asking you anything that they don't already know. They might throw a couple of questions in there that are like secondary questions based on what you just answered, you know, that they couldn't have planned. But generally speaking, the questions that they ask you and the conversation that they have with you, they know why they're having. These are smart people. All right? These are smart people. These aren't easily tricked people. These aren't niggas in our community that you could just, they just say anything. If they like you, they say anything. If they don't like you, they say anything. They don't have no morals, no stuff like that. Like, we talking about people that there's a guideline that they have to work through, that they can't just say anything. You understand what I'm saying? So it was just a trap. They just wanted to get information. I'm not sure which information they wanted, but they wanted to get his phones and they wanted to get information. And more than anything else, they wanted to have the ability later on in the future to say that he made a statement, and now we can prove that this statement he made was wrong. We could prove that that statement he made was wrong. We could prove that this is a lie. We could prove that that is a lie. So that's what they want. They want you to talk so they can have things to disprove, so that when you go to court, they have ways to attack you. You understand? So Diddy is done. Now, if he didn't give them nothing, if they would have had nothing to go on, 9 times out of 10, they would have arrested him. They would have took him back somewhere for more further questioning. But since they probably most likely got something that they wanted, they felt comfortable with letting him go, because now they have other things to investigate. Remember, this is an investigation. Once the investigation stops, once they have nowhere else to go, they have to do something. And one of the things that they have to do when they have nowhere else to go is to go talk to the person that they're investigating, so they could get information from that person that could possibly lend them down a path or lend them down a route, so they can, so the investigation doesn't die, so they don't hit a dead end. So that's most likely what happened in the Diddy situation, fam. Also for everybody that don't know, the 25th when they picked him up, that was the 24th anniversary to the day of Biggie Smalls being killed. And Biggie Smalls died when he was 24 years old. These dudes don't be playing with these numbers. Now multiply 2 and 4. What year is this? 2024? Right now we got 24 likes. But aw, that bag bigger than you. That's the cutest laugh. So that's, so basically when they don't have nowhere to go, I got you, Mom. I ain't gonna pick your bag up though. Your man gonna come on and snuff me. Better stop helping my woman. It's gonna be a whole fight. So, yes, man, happy. So, yes, ma'am. So basically, they probably met. Back to the. Thank you for the person who hit 25. So it was the 24th year, right? This is 2024, right? And he died when he was 24 years old, right? Now multiply 2 and 6. What up, Nick the Slick? So Diddy is done, because these dudes be working off that numerology shit. Diddy is done. It's a wrap. They're gonna slow walk this though. You want to know? I could tell you why they're gonna slow walk this. You want to know why they're gonna slow walk this? because it's an election year.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. What did I tell y'all about the election year thing last time? I told y'all, right? As soon as they went after Diddy, I told y'all it's because it's an election year. Now, I need for y'all to remember. Remember, Diddy was a big person that was talking about vote or die. Remember? Diddy was one of the main people that they thought was going to galvanize all of the youth to vote for the side that they wanted them to vote for. Correct? I mean, tell me if I'm saying anything wrong, tell me. If we remember, they first started the vote or die thing. I think that was during Obama's administration. And then they tried to bring it back in the Trump, and then Trump still won. And so we already know that Diddy has some political leanings. So just off the strength that he has these political leanings, what you have to understand is we're going through a real big change in America right now. Forget about Diddy for 1 second. I just want to talk politics. Give me 1 second. So we're going through a real big change in the world right now, in America, but in the world, but in America specifically. And the change that's in America is going everywhere. Real quick, did you hear about what happened over in Russia when Russia had the attack, the terrorist attack? And then all of a sudden ISIS claimed that it was them. First of all, ISIS generally attack people who are friends of America and Israel, correct? So why would they attack Russia if Russia is right now opposed to America and Israel? That doesn't even make sense. Name me another period of time, another instance, that shirt is fire, another instance in history that ISIS attacked somebody who were enemies of America. Like, that doesn't happen. Also, if you know, ISIS was actually created, allegedly, by Americans and by Israel, correct? So, America and Israel, and also ISIS is just Al-Qaeda. All of these guys is all the same group, by the way. They're just, every time there's a new president, they generally just change the name so it could seem like it's a bigger threat than last time. So it's all the same group. It's all the same people. These are all the same people. And also, just to add this on top of it, just for the sake of, for the hell of it, why do we keep hearing that the people who trained Al-Qaeda, who is ISIS, and whatever the hell they called them last time, why do we keep hearing that they were trained by the Mossad, which is Israel, and by the CIA? Why do we keep hearing that the CIA and the Mossad train these guys? So you're trying to tell me that these dudes that was trained by the CIA and Mossad attacked Russia, and Russia's basically saying that it was America and Israel. They're not playing with nobody. Putin already came out and said it was not ISIS, it was America and Israel, which wouldn't matter because if it was ISIS, it would still be America and Israel. Wink, wink, you get it? In any regard, on earth right now, we're going through a big change. So you better keep your heart close to God, because right now, so many people are just easily being led astray with their emotions and with their heart. Satan is walking up to people and he just lying and he's saying things that aren't true. And since these people, and this is not me knocking them, hating on them, or coming at them, but since these people don't have enough of God in their life, since these people don't deal with God enough, they're just really easily tricked. That's one of the reasons why they want to keep us high. That's one of the reasons why they want to keep us drunk. That's one of the reasons why they want to keep us inebriated. They want to keep us walking around laughing like fools at everything. They have us laughing at shit that ain't funny. They got y'all laughing at shit that when you laugh at that, God frowns at you. There's just certain things we're not supposed to laugh at. There's certain things that's not supposed to be funny. Stop thinking that a person don't got a sense of humor. Maybe that's God telling them this is not something you're supposed to be laughing at. Like, we are never supposed to laugh at somebody else's misfortune. Imagine that. Imagine you laughing at somebody else's misfortune and God's thinking that you're on the right side of the conversation. Imagine you walking around spreading lies about somebody and you believe that you're on the right side of the conversation with God. You're not. You understand? So I just wanted to say that to say this. What Diddy is going through right now, he should have went through 10 years ago. But the world wasn't messed up enough.
No, it was messed up. It just wasn't exposed. The internet wasn't as exposed as it is right now.
Great point.
That's the difference.
Great point. Great point. You want to add anything to that? That was a good point.
No, I'm just being nosy listening.
Nah, I like that kind of nosy. Her nose is cute too, by the way. I like that kind of nosy. I like giving compliments. I also like telling the truth.
True satisfaction free.
Yes, ma'am. We should pray every day. I'm going to tell you something that y'all got to stop allowing for people to do. You should talk to God every day. I can't tell you when and when not to pray. It is whatever's going on with you, but you should talk to God every day. And talking to God every day entails speaking out loud and entails you probably looking like you crazy. Talk to God every day. Don't care whether people think you crazy. Talk to God. Believe me, when you start talking to God every day, I'm not even talking about whether you're praying or not. When you start talking to God every day, you just start seeing people different. You start seeing things different. You understand? A lot of times I might feel a way about something and people think I'm being sensitive. But 9 times out of 10, I'm not upset at the way that it's affected me. I'm upset that this thing exists in the world. Like, it might be affecting me negatively and hurting my life, but I'm more upset that this thing exists. I'm not the only one going through whatever this bullshit is. There's other people going through it too, and they might not have the wherewithal to be able to deal with it. It might be hitting them and hurting them worse than I'm being hit and hurt. That's what I be upset over. People just think I'm not, believe me, that's what I'm being upset over. Now, I don't know no other way to say it. In any regard, anything y'all want to talk about specifically involving this situation? Put it in the chat. Diddy needed to go to jail. Ben needed to go to jail. You see 50 Cent keep throwing Jay-Z name up in there.
He next.
Yeah, that's a fact. Jay-Z got hit. Jay-Z gave me a cease and desist a couple of years ago when I was basically talking about how allegedly he was with Foxy Brown when she was 15 years old.
That popped back up too on the internet. Popped back up. They said he next.
I got that cease and desist, I think, 5 years ago. I was talking about this about 5 years ago. Just so we could be clear, fam. How do I know about that? Like I keep trying to tell you, I move in certain circles. I know certain things. Or I at one point in time moved in certain circles, so I know certain things.